Hey, what is going on, ladies and the gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I will be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 2 of our African Power Achievement run as Kongo here. The offer still stands, by the way. The link for the Discord is in the description. If you'd like to join our EU4 multiplayer campaign, it hasn't quite started yet, so you're welcome to go and sign up if you'd like to do something like that in the future. Anyways, let's continue with our African Power game. I think last time we did a whole lot of stuff here. Obviously, we did like a stupid dummy amount of conquering, which feels pretty good. And I came up with this strategy that, you know, even though Kazembe this time didn't quite go for the alliance firsthand, we can get rid of the alliances, keep refreshing them, keep them as like one province, which is fine. And just wait until they grab an alliance with maybe Tumbuka or maybe Maravi, or even, well, not Lundu, but Mutapa is a maybe over here. It really depends. But hopefully they can grab what they need over here so that we can take them on, we can get, you know, their ally in here vassalized and continue over to the east coast here. That's always the plan, and plans don't always work out, but hopefully this one does. Anyways, I think we need to develop feudalism in our capital. Renaissance is already, you know, full force on its way, and we're a little bit behind. So let's go over here and expand Kongo, giving ourselves development cost decrease, very important here. We can also go over to here for the 20%. There you go. I mean, it's not fantastic. It's not the greatest, but it is, you know, as much as it's going to get for us. It's going to be quite a few clicks, I believe, the first of which I would like to be admin. I'd like to spend the smallest amount of admin first. Then we go to Diplo and try to do that, and then just spam out a whole bunch of military, pretty much. That's really the best we can do. It's gonna take a little while here, but we're definitely just going to have to spam out as much as we can. It's going to be a little while until the Europeans get here, until pretty much anything else gets here. But, I mean, let's not go for the high income quite yet. We'll keep that out of the way. What we need right now is the fact that we have slightly increased economy for the time being, so we're going to go ahead and try and grab a couple of advisors. Just real quick. Our economy will still grow in the meantime. Our inflation will go down, which is quite nice, and we stored up a little bit of money for wartime and stuff like that. So, we're trying to grab as many military, well, not military, well, yes, military, but not just military, as many points as we can to try and grab ourselves feudalism, after which we may or may not also decide to go down for the Renaissance, although that's a bit of a debatable thing here. The best thing we could probably do for that would be to move the capital to another grasslands, which is quite nice. I believe... Oh, hold on a second. Oh, tropical, of course. It's even harder to develop in. Farmlands would be great. I don't know if we have any of those. The savanna, not bad. Grasslands is probably the best we're gonna get, really. Or savanna. Yeah, I don't think we have any farmlands here whatsoever, so we could either continue down this path as the capital, or move the capital and do it again. I think keeping this is just fine, though. Anyways, over here we have one of the worst events I like to ever get in this game. It really is just some of the worst stuff ever. We could get advisor costs, and we could piss off everyone else, which is not as much fun. Or we could try and just be friends with the nobility and the clergy, lose army tradition, lose navy tradition, not that either is really high right now, but we also lose a bit of loyalty on the merchant guilds, which kind of sucks. But I think I'd prefer to keep, especially the nobility, quite happy. In fact, if I could grab one thing for the nobility here, do we have... No, that's unhelpful. Wondering if we had grain anywhere here, but I don't think we have much grain at all. Okay, that's fine. We can just grab ourselves something random, like the 112 here. Bring them up to 78%. Hey, not bad. We're going to ask for a little bit more manpower. More manpower is nice. If we can just, you know, avoid spending on mercenaries, that's great. We can use our money on other things in the future. Well, I mean, mercenaries isn't the worst thing to spend it on. That's more of in a pinch sort of thing, though. Right now, we're waiting on the cores. We're waiting on getting more admin. We're waiting on a bunch of stuff. As well as maybe... This will take 2 clicks. This will increase our... Hold on, where is it? Feudalism plus 6. We're not quite there yet. So we're gonna need 2 clicks to finish off feudalism here real quick. Go grab... Oh, not quite. 1 more month. and we can move on. Boop, and a boop. There we go. Feudalism starting off quite strong here. It's also the majority development here, and kind of takes a long time to move. So, I might want to just go ahead and grab it. Now, I'm sure someone else has grabbed level 3 tech. Really? Not yet, apparently. You can always tell from this sort of thing over here. See who has higher technology. Of course, Kilwa's up there in technology. Moravi and Lundu have increased a little bit, but no one around us, which is good. We can grab this, or we could wait a little while, depending on what we really want to do here. 0.71, kind of solid. It would still take a really long time, though. So I think... Well, we'll wait until the points go up, at least. We can't buy anything right now, so there's really no point in... Really no point in grabbing it right now, either, so... When we have the theoretical chance of being able to buy anything, well, then it becomes a different story. We're also going to go and try and decrease a few of the rebels around here. One at a time, of course. We can't really do all of them, but we can decay a few at a time. Okay, well, so far, not so bad. I might also want to increase my stability a little bit to see if we can get some prosperity going over here. We can also, of course, decrease the development edict for a little bit extra money. Now, moving forward, it's going to be kind of hard to develop Mpemba over here. The theory goes we might be able to, if we really want to, move on to somewhere else. Move our capital. That is, of course, a rather expensive endeavor, so... I mean, it depends. Would, you know, because spending this is 131, kind of, probably like 130 per click. But this would just be 275, and very much decrease the actual cost of everything else. I don't know, it depends. It depends. I think for at least the first little while, we'll be fine tanking that, though. So, I think it's not really a big problem to develop it later rather than right now. We also have a pretty good force limit, but we won't use all of it right now. So we should be able to grab a few more claims, just one right here, one right here. You're allied with Kazembe, of course. Still didn't take new tax, which is good. 8,000, and you have 4,000. I like those numbers, actually. I can go in here, grab a very swift victory, and then walk right back out. We do have this truce, though. It ends in 62, which is quite a long time. Over here, the truce until 62. You're allied with... Well, would you look at that? Just one person. Interesting. See, I don't have a claim here, but when I do, I can actually use that for the full annex here. Take, I'd say maybe just a full state worth. I don't know what I want to take from Kazembe, of course. I want to delete all of their alliances. I want to give them like a fresh slate, so that they can try and ally someone in these directions, of course. But we'll have to see what really comes of that, you know? We'll have to see. I think we'll start moving the troops over, though. Or we could just build a few more and then move them over. That should be fine. Give ourselves the claim. Grab a few more units. There we... Oh, hold on. There we go. Move them over here. They'll take a bit of attrition. Hopefully they don't move out of the way. They might be fast enough for that, though. We'll see. Okay, so Kalundwe comes in here. We'll decrease it by 1. Give it 1 day. We'll go in here. They might... Oh, no, they're not fast enough. They only have 1 maneuver. Okay. Instant stack wipe. Looking very good. We'll move this guy over in this direction. We'll move 2 guys here. So my vassals will still come over to help. Well, assuming I do have vassals. Where did all of your manpower go? You guys have no units. I imagine you're in... Oh, you're in quite a lot of debt. And your manpower's high, but you just don't have the money for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna repay those loans, actually. I'll fight these wars myself if I have to, which looks like I might have to, so... That's fine, actually. We'll start the annexation process on them both, actually. A diplomatic reputation is not really the greatest. I could swap this over. Nope, never mind. That guy kind of died, so that's not going to happen. We'll improve relations and we'll annex you at some point, because you have, of course, the, what you call it here? Little trade thing. Trade center, that's what they're usually called. Oh, we also have a new king. I don't even know how to say that, so I'm not going to. But, they're a little bit interesting. Maybe not the best king I've ever seen, but also not really the worst thing. What can we get here? Cool, so we can grab Tolerance of the True Faith, Discipline, definitely still Tolerance, I think. So that I don't have to, I don't have to do as much Rebel Crushing, which is good. Boost that back up. You guys can go over here. Yeah, they're definitely doing a bit of sieging that I don't want them to do. We'll group up. They're going to go for the capital. Clearly the most important thing we own, which makes sense. Not really, I think that was kind of arbitrary, but whatever. Doing pretty well over here. Even though I think we're losing it in Kalundwe. Yeah, we are. We're losing the network, which is fine. Come on, let's move these guys around and get ourselves a good war going. Not much to look at right now, but overall so far so okay. I'll send 2 of you guys over here as well. Ooh, a stag wipe even, that's quite special. Okay, so we'll detach the siege here. We'll go over here. Keep doing this whole thing. Now, yeah, as I said, I don't really want to do too much to these guys. I kind of just want to break the alliances and maybe complete this state here, and that's kind of it. So go grab that, and that'll be done. I wonder how much I can do right now, actually, because I don't need this in that country anymore. But I can go over here to, say, well, Kalundwe's an ally, so I can just full annex right now. Just go for that. Thankfully, still enough points to grab what I need. And as for over here, we can grab just this, and then of course just say, oh, you have no more allies. Even better, actually. That should encourage you to seek out at least a few, and try and be friendly. I'm hoping with Maravi over here. That's at least someone. I need to be able to vassalize someone over here in the East Coast. Just to start off with, so we'll do our best to see what goes on over there. We'll of course reduce this down to a few guys, probably like 4. It's a level 3 fort kind of, so, or level 1 fort, so we only need the 4 there. You guys come back over to here. You guys as well. Everyone's moving out to save some manpower, which is nice. You guys are just doing your thing, which works out. Okay, great. We'll just sit here for a little while, wait for the capital to be done. They can't actually siege anything back down. They literally just can't, so I don't really care where they go. I guess I'll just put them out of their misery, if nothing else. Boop. There they go. Okay, we wait for the capital siege, which shouldn't take very long. Oh, new heir, 334, actually above average. I don't know why Henrique would be a name a Kongo leader would have. Interestingly enough. Henrique and Zodi. Okay, interesting. Alrighty then, gain 1 corruption. I'm not really too keen about that. Lose prestige and gain autonomy. Ooh. I'm a little closer to that, really. Anyways, over here, you don't really have friends, but we'll try and be as good friends, or we'll try and, I don't know, do something here. I still want you to be powerful enough to try and make friends with people, so I think this is fine. Go over here, grab that. Move over. We still can't really take anything yet, so there's no point in accepting. This is going to take a little while over there. I don't know if it's worth much to hold on to it, but whatever. So you're gonna try and make friends? I really want you to make friends. Please try and make friends. If you don't make friends, then nothing good happens, so I really want you to make friends. Also, over here, you're actually allied to Luba, so that's a little bit awkward. I'm gonna have to, first of all, dissolve the alliance over here. I'm gonna decrease this. The little awkward thing over here is that you actually... Oh no, you're still friends with Rwanda. Very nice. It's exactly what we want. We're gonna go for the spy network over here. Grab that. We can grab a few more claims while we're at it here. Just for the meantime. Please try and make friends. Like, I'm begging, dude. You gotta make some friends over here. Maybe, like, probably not Tumbuka. That's not very likely, but Maravi after the war, maybe? Oh wow, it looks like Kilwa is just going straight in there. No remorse, no regrets, nothing. In the end, if I have to no CB... I mean, it's not the end of the world if I have to. If I have to no CB for the vassal here, it's not really... Yeah, it's not really the end of the world. Like, I don't... It's not gonna really ruin anything, but whatever. Over here, 1.65, not so good. This would take how long to integrate? 6 per month. Not very long, actually. Okay. What we're gonna do is try and sync up these guys, actually. Sync them up together so that we can, you know, get through it as fast as possible. The other one's gonna take a little while longer after the first one. But as long as I start going through it, at least, that's fine. They've sort of exhausted their uses. They're in a lot of debt each. That's so much debt. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. They're not doing so great. That's all I can really say. Also increase this just so we can, of course, try and fix this a little bit. If we can maybe try and focus on one area, actually. Like one of the older areas by moving over to here. We might be able to just get rid of one of these first. The state needs the money, or a half-cost guy over here. That wouldn't really get rid of my inflation that I have here, but, I mean, he would be okay. He is half-cost. Philosopher. Or I could gain some money. I do like the half-cost idea, though. So let's grab him. We could upgrade him to level 2 even, but that's expensive. I'll do it anyway, because I have money. For now, at least. So get rid of these areas. Anyone going to go down after that? No, not really. I would imagine things like over here, at least. We'd be able to solve these problems, or at least some of them. Not much, though, no. Okay. I suppose we'll just sort of go for the whole thing, or at least some of the whole thing here. There you go, yeah, we're getting rid of the, oh, well, we were getting rid of the Yakan separatists, but... Ah, well. Okay, well, you guys are at war and are probably going to die, so... I don't like how... I don't like how Rwanda over here is probably going to die. I don't like that. I need you as a vassal so I can conquer this area. That is a... Sorry, that's a little bit awkward. Okay. Let me get the claims before you die, at least. Something like that. Don't need that there. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit awkward. I think we'll also... just do this for more rebel suppression, really. If we need it. Should help out just a little bit. Well, not much, but just a little bit. Oh, well, yeah, the Cuban separatists are finally going down, which is great. Guess we'll have to move you somewhere else. The capital's also a fine option. But we'll do it from over here. See if we can fix any of these problems. Yeah, the Kasanjane ones, the Akan ones are going down. Pretty good. Unfortunately, we do see the Lundan ones going up a little bit, which is not great. We can also decrease... Oh, yeah, land maintenance, of course. That's great. Save us a little bit of money on that. A little bit of a return investment. Ooh, yeah, you're no longer allied with them. Because they're dead. They're gone. They are deceased. Ooh, you're allied with Bosoga. Which is over here, and that's something. It's better than nothing. Can I get a claim across this lake? I'm a little bit skeptical about that, but if I can, that'd be kind of funny. I kind of do want to test it, though. So let me... Oh, I don't have my claims here. Why don't I have claims here? Guess I wasn't paying attention. That's probably it. So we'll go over here, we'll grab this. We'll start, I think, annexing this vassal. We don't need this anymore. So we'll annex this vassal too. It's gonna tank my Diplo power a little bit, but they'll go pretty fast, which is nice. I think it'll also decrease my, yeah, my army force limit and a bit of my money. But, I'd much rather have the land myself. Oof, that kind of sucks. We have Kasai over here, which would kind of make a decent state. Kind of make a pretty decent state. It's pretty massive, actually. And the autonomy is doing really just fine, so... Don't know how much that would cost a core. I think we can assume like a pretty high rate, though, which we might not be able to pay off yet. Let's also go and finally pay this, by the way, speaking of paying, because I think this is just going to take way too long. Yeah, it's not going to reach any decent number anytime soon, so we'll go for the military right there, which is fine. Over here next would be Diplo. Hey, that's pretty good. Pretty solid. I guess not for much, but for something. Something interesting, at least. Oh, and Luba just went for the full annex. Interesting. Well, we might actually see you try and be friends with someone then. No, no alliance. And if I deny you... Tumbuka. You're royal married. Please ally. I'm begging you. I'm absolutely begging you. Oh, you have a truce. Does that mean what I think it means? That you lost your alliance and it's not going to happen? Or what's happening here? I need you to be friends with someone. I require it, pretty much. Why are you not friends with Tumbuka? You have the royal marriage. Was someone's stuff here annulled? It might have been. Which would really suck. If that's the case, I might go after Chokwe. And then after that, I'll just go ahead and... After that, I'll go for Luba. I'll just, like, white piece them or something really small. Because they have a peace until 65, which is only a solid 4 years. And if that gives me a free vassal over here into wars over here and stuff like that, then that would be amazing. Although my tech is a little bit poor over here, really. So if we want to look at Moravi, they do only have... Oh, they have, like, no one. They have no one to fight with, so we should be fine. Kilwa I'm more afraid of. The 2 techs are devastating, pretty much. Tech 4 over here is big in of itself. Tech 5 is it's whatever, really. National manpower modifier would be pretty good, or the national tax and corruption. I think for now, the manpower would be nice, because you don't have to spend as much on mercenaries. We're also going to get rid of autonomous suppression and just let the rebels pop here, I think. If they ever do so, I don't know if they will. They might not. They very well might not. You counter-spying. Oh, they're counter-espionaging. Of course they are. Of course they are. That's kind of a bummer. The vassals are getting pretty close to annexation here. One of them specifically. And... annexation. Okay, that's going to slow down the other one quite a bit. Not too much, though. Okay, yeah, we're doing fine. The Diplo power's going back up, which means we can take this. 601 is actually a pretty decent, pretty standard amount to pay. 631's a little bit high. It'll eventually go down, I think, but can't do much about that right now. Yeah, so once your whole truce here is done, I'm sure you can get your annulled alliances back on the proper side. Proper side of this whole thing. And even better, we're gonna go right about here because Luba actually won't help, which is really nice. So we'll just sort of creep over here, split into 2, of course. Another full annexation, or I guess integration, which is very nice. Gives us a couple extra more ships, bringing us over our limit by 4, so if there's any transports, we can just get rid of the cogs, because no one can really buy them, so we'll just disband. Over here, we also just don't need 2 of these cogs. Bringing us down to 14, which is great. These guys can go and protect trade in the Ivory Coast, group up with those guys. These guys can chill. And we still have to wait a little while, because counter-espionage is kind of sucky, and I don't like it. Okay. Give me this new technology. Would that be a good thing to do? I feel like that would be a decent thing to do. Yeah, let's go for it. We'll boost ourselves up just a slight amount. Nothing too massive. Okay, 2 more months, we'll be good to go. We're losing quite a bit of money now, because things are expensive, and we decided to hire these guys, as well as, you know, now we're over our force limit, so... We'll wait for some guys to die in combat, and hopefully, you know, that balances that out a little bit. So we'll see what goes on here. Great, you guys can actually do this, which will solve this problem. You guys can back out. You can back out a lot of these guys, really. And there we go. That should solve the whole problem. You guys move over here. We'll have to move you over here, actually. Oh, and there's my timer for the next episode being done. We didn't really get much done here today, which is a little bit disappointing. Of course, we'll go with... You know, we'll go with the 50 military power. We can't afford another high-level advisor right now, so... All we can do is just sort of wait here, wait for the siege to be done, which will be nice. And we'll have to move on and see where... Ooh, you're allied with Moravi. They won't help yet, though. In a weird twist of fate, I might even donate to Moravi. Apparently I have a colony in Luanda? Where did I get a colony from? I guess from my vassal, huh? Sometimes that happens. That's gonna be a while to pay off, though. And it's kind of expensive. Is this colony worth it to me, though? Not really. It's not worth it in the short term. Maybe later, but right now I need that money. I didn't even realize that was just draining my whole economy. Yeah, that's not really worth it right now. I'll get exploration and expansion later, but right now I really just need the money, so... We can expand through all of Africa later. I mean, that's part of the achievement. I think we need all of Africa to be cored, which means all of it. Yeah. So that's not a right now kind of thing. That's a later kind of thing. Anyways, what is right now is this full annexation. For some free stuff here. Not bad at all. Okay, bring these guys up into there. They're doing okay. We do have a couple of rebels. Let's see if you pop. Nope. Okay, great. We're making money. You would not join in a war. So in this weird twist of fate, I will be sending them a gift. It's kind of weird, right? I might want to give them more money. It depends on if they pay off the debt or not. They did something with it, which is good. Because really, I just need to be able to, of course, I just need to be able to fight them at all. There you go. They would join in. So tomorrow's episode, of course, will be an instantaneous war against Luba here. It'll bring in Moravi. I can get, hopefully, a vassalization of sorts. They might be a little bit big for that, actually. Ooh, that'd be interesting. They might be a little bit too large for that. We'll see. We'll head across. We'll see what we can do here. Hopefully, this might be the only opportunity we have, really, to get anything done here. And if, you know, if it doesn't work out, which it might not, then that's kind of okay. All we need to do is wait for Luba to finish this truce that'll be up in, like, 6 months or whatever, so... That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I would like to give a massive shout out to the following amazing patrons. In the $1 tier, we have Quiet Guy, Quaggersol, Rising Runner, and Dylan M. In the $5 tier, we have Mezid Max. And in the $20 tier, we have Chewy Shoot. You guys are doing an amazing job helping me to move this channel forward, and I cannot possibly thank you enough.